Okay. Well, first of all, my apologies. I did not update that blurb, so that's on me. But yeah, let me go ahead and do a thing right here for leaderboard validity purposes. Yeah, so hello everybody. I'm Paulister, and this is the Pedestrian. It's a lovely 2D and a little bit of 3D platformer with lots of puzzles made by the lovely folks at Skookum Arts. It's a very lovely game with a very nice soundtrack, and I hope you will enjoy the gimmick that is present here throughout this entire game. Now, uh, this might become a little bit of my shtick with these marathon runs, but I'm going to do a little extra challenge here. Seeing as we are a bit far behind, I'm going to challenge myself to go as fast as humanly possible. So, my current PB is 32 minutes and 56 seconds. If I get a time that is slower than 34 minutes, I will donate $100 to charity. So, we will see how this is going to go. I don't have a hot sauce on me, so I'm nerfed. I'm nerfed severely. But yeah, I think I am good to go if we're ready on the timer. All right, then let's not waste any more time. We start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first of all, we start with the female character. This will be explained a little bit further down the line as to why we picked the female character. That's always the case. Because we have basically there are certain skips down the line that we need to do, and only the female character between the two of them is capable of doing those. But yeah, the main gimmick here is you have this little person that you normally encounter on the exit sign. If you have any exit signs around you, by all means, turn to the nearest one and study the character design. There you go. That is the art Bible for this game. The main gimmick here is they walk through different signs, and what we're trying to do here is connect doors to doors, ladders to ladders, and continue the journey forward like so. So like this, like that. Very good. And of course, as you can imagine, a big aspect of these speedruns is mouse speed and how quickly you can move your cursor around and get things connected. I am not in my home setup. I am not familiar with the mouse sensitivity of this and everything, so already that's another thing counting against me. But look, I'm going to grab this key, going to use it to unlock the door, and proceed forwards. So yeah, basically connecting the signs, interacting with objects in all of these worlds, like so. There we go. And there's just a bunch of puzzles, which for now they seem pretty basic here, but they're going to get much more complicated, believe me. Especially because we're going to be exploring all of the hub worlds that this game has to offer. Notice how I say hub worlds and not all the levels per se. There are some puzzles that we will be skipping in very many interesting ways. So first of all, we begin by going through this warehouse area. That is both a requirement in O levels and any percent. So we just go through it, and I've just kind of learned at this point how all of it functions. All right, so we're going to hit this lever, which drops the platform. And yeah, we're going to continue forward like this. We're also introduced to buttons, which toggle things on and off. My buttons right now. But yeah, here we go. We continue, we jump through, and then we drop down here and connect these signs. And I'm going to move this a little bit closer because the travel distance from one sign to another is determined by the actual distance, the physical distance of these signs. So the longer the distance, the more time you spend getting from one sign to the next. So in order to hit that skip that I just did, that is the first time I have died there. Holy. But yeah. Yes, it is. But yeah. In order to... what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, let's continue. Puzzles! Fun puzzles. Here we go. Go through the door, up the elevator. Basically, a lot of these puzzles in the beginning of the game just kind of boil down to figuring out how to put everything together. It's less so about the platforming aspect of it. So just now we're just going to get these things connected, like so. There. There. And you will notice there one of the connection lines went into a dashed formation. That's because the connection between the doors there was too awkward. It's at too awkward of an angle, so it basically said, "Nope, I'm not letting you through. You gotta put these doors right." So yeah, we continue as such. That's the end of that, and yeah, I'm looking at the timer. Just kind of keep track of where we're at here. But yeah, so far so good. That is this first segment done and dusted, and then we proceed to the subway, which has a series of a few more puzzles to do. So it's going to go down this elevator, and yeah, we have time for a few messages, if you want to say anything.
Sure. I actually do have a donation that is coming in a bit late, but it's for the last run, from John the Elephant, who donated $5 and said, "John the Elephant here. Question: how do elephants keep cool in the summer?"
How do they keep cool in the summer?
Air conditioning.
Yay! Thank you very much. Frankly, now that I think about it, my challenge should have been, if I laugh, I donate $10, but a little bit too late for that one. Okay, just going to connect all of these signs. There we go. Do that. Click, click. The best way to connect these signs, by the way, is to get them as close as possible so that it's not awkward. It's not too awkward. And then just do a little quick click because it detects both the starting node and the ending node and just puts them together. So that's what I'm going to try to do as much as possible when I shuffle these signs around. Now, you're also noticing here, oh my goodness. Okay, thank goodness I was able to die there and reset that because I just soft-locked that puzzle. So there we go. We get right back into the action, doing the exact same thing I just did. There we go. So yeah, quick grab, ungrab is just to kind of regain walking speed for just a brief second there. And get a little bit faster when pushing that box. Because if the box is trailing behind you, it will try and catch up to you so that it's directly in front of you in order to get it, to push it accurately. So yeah, let me now do this. Here, going to grab this key. I'm going to use its hitbox to skip that laser entirely. But yeah, that is the reason why we are using the female character over there. Because, yeah, the female character has a slightly larger hitbox than the male character, which allows the key to go up, to go a bit further out, allowing to block the laser and basically make that trick even possible to begin with. But yeah, this is the next puzzle here. There we go. Just going to grab that box. We've already activated the lever, which controls the platform on the other side of this puzzle right here. Just going to jump up to it. There we go. And that's that. Very good stuff. Going to grab that coil, going to grab that battery. And in a moment, well, after I do this puzzle, in which we have to connect all of these signs like so. There we go. And do that. And then basically we're going to go through this door, drop down the ladder to skip this button because that button is a surprise tool that will help us later. We're going to grab this key and we're not going to drop it off far. It's going to go into the platform, which we're now going to activate with the button when the key is going to use its hitbox to block the laser so we can drop down safely, deactivate the switch here, and grab the key safely so that we can open the door and complete that puzzle. Yes, I always like to commentate fast over that puzzle. It's my only chance of doing so, really. So yeah, now we're going to do a little skip here. You will see that I am arranging these in a very weird fashion, which is also the wrong fashion. So let's go ahead and redo that. Perfect. Going to grab that battery like so. We're going to grab that coil. I'm a little bit too far out. There we go. Oh, perfect. And then, oh, I was a little bit slow on that one, so I'm going to have to do the other way. We're going to close off the game, and then we're going to turn it back on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Loading, and we just skipped a puzzle. And get ready, there's more of that where this run came from, so yeah, hopefully I can get to that point. But yeah, the idea was originally that if I timed the jump and the release of the battery at the right time, I was actually going to be able to kind can do that entire skip without resetting. But for now, I'm just going to do 199, the code here, and then going to preload the code for the next area. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to get my notes here just to make sure I know which codes are there. Basically, the subway train is the main means of transport here for this for most of this run. And to get to each section, you need to input different codes. So normally the clipboard on first playthrough will show you exactly the code you need to type. So that's 199 over there. Oh boy. And there we go. We're going to continue dropping down. But yeah, those codes are always the same. So it's just a case of getting the code in, typing it in fast enough, and then basically buffering the code for the next area. Oh, there we go. Gonna go through these permeable doors to proceed through. And there we go. Very good stuff. But yeah, we save a little bit of time by basically entering the code for the next section after this one as this section is loading, which is very good stuff. So, we're going to open up, we're going to flick the lever here to get these trampolines going. Flick that lever up there. Perfect. Yes, very good. And now we're doing boxes. We're going to get this box from this puzzle here. Well, not this puzzle just yet. There are some puzzles here that are just transitional. Basically, they lead you into the main puzzle that you need to do. Gonna try and get this lever from under it. We'll do this a few more times during the run, so be prepared. And that's not even the most bonkers thing that we're going to be doing, so yeah, it's going to be a fun time, so stick around. Going to put this there, move that sign over there, there. Going to connect this sign to that sign to that sign to sign. There we go, like so. I'm just going to use all of these, this very convoluted system of signs to just get the box, which is over. Let me show you. Here. There we go. Oh, wait, actually, no, that's the lever, but it does lead to the box eventually. And there we go. We get that. And then we go back to the main sign, drop down, hit that there. Hit that button so we can call the elevator. Don't know why you would put the button so far away from the elevator itself, but it's your floor design, not mine, so it's whatever. All right, I'm going to do a few more grab, ungrab for the box here. Save a little bit of time from just walking. And you're going to leave that box over there. Now we're going to do something real funky here. Basically, we're going to start by going into this puzzle. Again, this is just another transitional area, so just need to solve this puzzle before we get on to the next one. Going to grab the... There we go. that was a bit jank. Oh, there we go. We get the key, we open the door. We don't die to the laser, ideally. Jump up, and there we go. Drop down, and now this should be just one more section here. Gonna put that box over there. Die in the process, which is totally intended. And there we go. Gonna drop off this box once again and go through the laser. It is now blocking. Now, here is the main puzzle. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to connect that sign to that sign, this sign to this sign, and then I'm going to put this permeable door on the key here. Then we're going to move that key up there so that we can get to the box, so that we can use the box over to this other sign, which I should probably mention, every sign that has these iron bars around it is fixed in place. You cannot move it around, so you just got to work around it when you're doing all of these puzzles. So that's a great puzzle. We got the coil, which is the main component we need to keep going from this puzzle. So the next thing we're going to do, drop it off and go back inside. Yes, you will see very soon why we do that, because there is one more thing in that puzzle that we need to get before we do anything else. So I'm just gonna, oh, I'm gonna die there again. hopefully this time I can do it the right way around. There we go. Drop off the box. There we go. It drops down, and we're back to the puzzle. This is the place where we're meant to die, not back there. But yeah, we're going to reset the puzzle by breaking the link over there, and that brings us the key again. Now, why are we here again? Well, we picked up the key, and we're now going to bypass the door entirely that we opened up earlier, because we only need the key for this next bit. Oh boy, that was very scary. But I'm going to be very careful with my placement here. And then, here's a tough bit. First try, let's go. And so that first key is used to skip the other puzzle in this hub world. Get ready. We're going to do this exact same thing again with a different puzzle. Because we need 2 keys. One for this hub world here, which we are going to get over there. Thank you. And then, gonna go there. Gonna grab this coil, wire it up over there. And finally, we're going to go to this top puzzle, which gives us the component that we are putting into our Game Boy, which I forgot to mention. Yeah, this is a Game Boy. Well, not this, but in the hub world, we get a Game Boy, which allows us to travel places. It'll make sense later, believe me. But yeah, we're going to grab this key and do this. Shuffle down here. And then move up there. The reason why we are doing all of this convoluted mess is because all of these signs are restricted to that exact vertical, and we can't just move them back around. But yeah, we solve this puzzle, and then we go right back into that exact same puzzle. Isn't that amazing? Gameplay, everybody. Yeah! So we grab the key again, because once again, we are looking for a key, which we're going to get by doing this and skipping the semi-permeable wall in order to grab the key. This key, his name is Fido. We're going to take Fido on a little walk. Yeah, it's adorable, isn't it? But yeah, we need to put in all the components into the Game Boy before we are allowed to continue forward. So yeah, we're just going to grab that key, and we're going to take it with us back to the subway train. Like so. Going to go up here, hit that button. Very good. Skip that trampoline entirely. And we're going to go to the next area. Drop off the key here. And then we're going to preload the code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. The code is 274 over here. And we're just going to leave that key there for a little bit. We're just going to... It's just a little passenger. Its stop is coming up next. But first we need to sit here and do some groceries. This area is very unfittingly called the university area. But yeah, we're just going to run around, study in the library for a little bit. We have an exam coming up tomorrow, of course. But yeah, we're going to get this laser going here. Going to dodge it, because laser bad. And if you hit the laser, like I did a little while ago, it kills you. But yeah, we're going to get up into this hub world here. Another 3 puzzles. This time around, we're actually doing the puzzles normally. Shocking. Shocking, I know. It's... Yeah, I know. It's just... This is still a speed run. Please don't leave. Don't click away. All right. But yeah. Here's another puzzle with these doors that you have to go through. This is a very fascinating thing that I learned. Shoutouts to... shoutouts to Roy Bosch for showing me that skip. Because I can just go through that wall, because normally you're supposed to kind of go to the very bottom of this and use that sign like twice over for 2 different purposes. But using that sign on its own, that just gets you to where you need to go. And it just skips an entire process there. But yeah, there we go. So that's the box. And now we're going to the light bulb. And as you will see, like with many of these puzzles, it's just a case of, are you wiring everything up correctly to the right place? I'm just going to go there from the bottom, and we're just going to hit this. Going to grab this box. Then we're just going to shuffle it that way. Drop it down. And then going to go through the first ladder into the second, because we're at the bottom floor here, and we need to get the light bulb. Like so. Grab that. Very good, very good. There it is. Some nice quality movement there. And there we go. We hit the third sign, which gives us the box. And is also the exit sign. So, there we go. There's that. There's that puzzle done and dusted. Pretty simple, really. Right? No. All right. On to the final puzzle. I'm going to take a moment here and move this box over there for reasons that will become apparent later. But yeah. This section, this puzzle here is a little bit quirky because, again, we skipped puzzles previously, but now we're just going to skip entire signs. Like, we don't need some signs in this puzzle. We're just going to hook it up like so. There. There's the second one, and there's the last one. And then we're just going to move that door up there because we just need to drop down, get this key, and then try to not die, which we didn't. So that was very good. And then we're just going to move that sign back down, which has our exit door. We're going to open the door to the end and then hit the grab the coil that we need to proceed forward. Yes. Again, another transitional puzzle to to get us between the main puzzle and the overworld. So yeah, we're just going to use this drop down to get the cable going and a nice jump there. And that is the end of that entire section. There we go. There's that. And yeah, as we move over to the next area, Calliope, if you have any more messages, go right ahead. Also, go on.
Yep. Sure. So if you want to get updates for when our marathons go live or when your favorite runs are coming up, or if there have been like something like tech issues and the schedule gets renewed, you can follow us on Twitter at UKSG Marathon. Also, if you use the hashtag UKSGBlue2023, you may be featured on stream. So come along and say hi. And if any of you watching are interested in finding out about our other marathons, make sure to check out oangus.io.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much. Well, we are now in this next area. When you have noticed, we've brought Fido with us. Fido will play a very, very important role, I can assure you, in this next area. But first, we're just going to grab this and then connect it like so. And we're going to do this, and we're going to intentionally reset the puzzle. Wow, I was pressing the wrong button this entire time. But yeah, intentionally reset the puzzle because we just need ourselves and the key. So yeah, let's go ahead, connect all of these. You will now notice there are some IRL connections here. So these connectors of sorts connect different pieces of power between the in-sign indications of like cables to real-world actual electricity. How does that work? Good question. So coming up next, we have this this here puzzle, which is a little bit more particular. We're just going to start off by disabling this platform, allowing us to skip the laser. And we're going to turn this back on. There we go. Move the box to the edge there. Then, oh, never mind. Hang on. Drop off the key at the bottom there. And we need this box with us to skip another puzzle. And this key as well. Oh, and I soft-locked the puzzle. So I need to do this again. Yeah, I'm going to hit this button, hit this lever. Perfect. And we go again. Put the box there. Get it off the platform. And put the platform back on. Perfect. And we're up top. Grab the box. There we go. That's the key. And that is 2 puzzles in this next hub world out of a potential 4 skipped because we can. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the coil puzzle here on the left. Perhaps one of the more complicated puzzles in this entire game. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this connection. I'm going to go crisscross applesauce right here. Oh, wait. No, that's not the connection here. That is, I believe... No, that is the connection. Never mind. Here we go. The nerves, they are real. What can I say? But yeah. Just going to grab this. Hit that button. grab the coil, drop it down to the laser there, because we need it to block the laser as I connect these signs together. We're going to turn off the lasers, grab the coil, like so, and then connect, connect. And that actually opens the door further down in this puzzle. So what we're going to do is going to drop down, like so. Oh, wait, jump up to the platform. And there we go. And on to the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this permeable door on this section, which has the button on it. And we do that because we actually need that exact coil that we just used, because that's like the key component from this puzzle. We need to come out of this puzzle with it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking it on a little journey. Now that we've used the button to open this door, we can just keep going through this area. All nice. And then change this sign for that sign, and then we're going on a journey. Whee! And we're through the puzzle. Perfect. So that's one of 2 puzzles, which was originally out of 4. Don't question it. There we go. Gonna connect that cable to that terminal. And once we have all the remaining component from this puzzle right here, we should be good to go. All right, and now this puzzle, the philosophy behind this puzzle is you need to connect the sign to some IRL terminals here in order to enable and disable doors and hazards and all that stuff. So yeah, there we go. Just gonna jump over this, grab the key, drop down, and then open up the door again, grab the box, and proceed forwards like so. Use that key to open the door up top, grab the component, and that is this area finished. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, we're gonna drop down now over here. Gonna put this little radar dish over there, and that is gonna be the end of this segment. Yeah, very nice. So some very good skips here. Very good stuff. Again, trying to snipe the lever from right underneath it. Don't rush the jump. There we go. There are times where I jumped too early there and I lost like upwards of 10 seconds. So that was not fun at all, that's for sure. So yeah, that's a lovely instance of 2 pieces of music doubling over each other. But yeah, we don't need to preload any more codes here. This is the last time that we're going to be using the train here. No more Fido, no more train. But we do have a few other things here. The run is not over. Otherwise, the 34-minute challenge would have been a bit too easy, don't you think? But yeah, now we have this thing called the paint, this green paint. Basically, every component that is within a sign that is painted green will stay there, even if the puzzle resets otherwise by breaking one of the connections. So you will see in just a moment when we go into this the rooftop section, we're going to be using that mechanic quite a lot. So we're going to be inputting the code. Oh, one more. There we go. 399 is the code here, and yeah, that's very good. And we don't need to preload the code here because if we do come back to the elevator, the code will have reset. So in this case, inputting the code is the next code is unnecessary. But yeah, here is the rainy rooftops. Indeed, we're going to be using a lot of paint puzzles like so. And there we go. So we're going to go over here, open up the lever, then reconnect the sign like so. Very good. Then we're just going to go through these trampolines. Very good stuff. The character here is flashing red because normally that's what it does when it's warning you like, wait, if you reset the puzzle, your character is going to go back to the start. So are you sure you want to do this? And we go, yes, game. Let me in, please. But yeah, so we're going to get this done. Very nice. Now we're on to this puzzle, which is just a matter of juggling the connections and the paint. Oh, well, what was I saying? Yeah, juggling these connections together in such a way so that it doesn't reset you back to the start. So you transition through, you then connect this sign like so, and there we go. That's that puzzle done. Onto this one. We start off here, grab the key. And then grab this, which I believe kind of do like this. Hit that button. We don't need to do that. I did mess up the order here just a touch, but that's fine. Oh my. Fun. Great. Let's go ahead and do this, since we did that already. And then we're going to move that sign over to the other side and go into the green zone, because that is the zone that keeps everything safe, like I just said. So there we go. There's that door done. That's that puzzle. All right. Now we have this puzzle here, which has 3 signs that are in different areas. So there's no real connections here to be made. It's just a matter of remember where the overall layout of everything is, and just suss out where everything goes. But yeah, we're going to go down here. We're going to use that box, which we dropped down earlier, to block the laser. And using that, we're able to get the key, which in this lower sign will open the door to that lever, which lever controls the platform at the topmost sign, which lets us go through to the end, like so. Now we are getting up on this crane, and I hope you enjoyed the resetless adventure so far, because we're about to break that streak. Gonna reset the game real quick. Hit that play button. It's going to warm up my hands in the meantime. But basically, resetting the game once here at the very least kind of does something wonky with the collisions. You will see what I mean in just a moment. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do a very big skip here. We're not going to be seeing any of these puzzles. I'm sure they are great puzzles, and I'm sure the developers have put lots of thought and effort and work into making these puzzles all nice. We are not going to be checking out any of those, unfortunately. Why? Because, well, we're going to be doing this. These components are going to be bumping into one another and jamming themselves up there. And then I'm going to take a moment and jam the rotor up there. And you will see what it has done to the circuit. I can now jam it up like so. And now with a precise enough jump, just exactly like that one, that is that entire hub world skipped. I'm just going to hit that play button right there, but we all know what's going to happen right now. It's just a case of I need to, once it says loading, just buffer up left and mash the space bar so I can get up on the ladder. And that's done and dusted. Very, very good stuff. That jump is way more precise than it normally than it looks. Actually, is pretty precise, so yeah, good stuff that I was able to make it. Now, let me tell you something real quick. It's gonna be close. That 34-minute challenge, it's gonna be close. So we will see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We have 2 more puzzles left, but those are some pretty lengthy puzzles. What do you think? Am I gonna get it under 34? We shall see. We have one believer. We believe! Thank you, Viper. Okay. They're going to put these components back on the Game Boy. We now have all 7 of them. Normally, that final section gives you, like, the 6th component. And down here, you get the last one. So it's just, that's the case here. We get all of these things. Now, as you may have noticed, we are no longer in a 2D space. We are in a 3D. Yes, indeed. We are now walking around freely. You will also notice there are 4 skyscrapers here. You will also notice in just a moment, we have, 2 bridges that aren't built and 2 bridges that are made, and 4 blueprints. Dun, dun, dun. Take a wild guess as to what's about to happen when I connect these 2 pairs of nodes together. I'm going to put that box there. And there we go. That bridge is now there because we connected it in the blueprints. Whoa. And now that our character is that wet floor sign, and that box is over there because we put it there. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. We move right back because we moved that box up in the real world. It's going to move in the blueprint because we moved it. Yes. It's just another case of moving things around. Yeah. And there we go. Gonna drop down there. Gonna jump up with the key, and you will see in just a moment what's about to happen. But yeah, remember that thing I said about that it's going to be close? Unfortunately, as the time is ticking down, not even. That's going to be about a 35-minute time. So I hope you enjoyed this run so far, but I owe you all $100. $100 for Crisis. And like I did last time with the 120 or 38 deaths, if you wish to join me, you can do any multiple of that, but I'll be very grateful. And yeah, I'll be very happy if you can join me in raising great money for a great cause. Maybe we can meet some incentives in the meantime. Maybe some goals. Maybe push some of your favorite Devil May Cry games to be shown live here at UKSG. Just one of them? Oh. Maybe if all the other runners go completely underestimate, we can not. All right, we're going to turn on that breaker here, put the floppy disk on the computer, and hit that button to open up the roller bars here to connect that sign, and then connect the door, and that is going to be the end of this run. After this corridor, it's going to be the end of it, so get ready on time. Thank you for watching. I hope I did this game justice. It was a very sloppy endeavor, but at the end of the day, it was all right. Time! All right. Amazing stuff. 35 minutes, 15 seconds, not bad at all. It's not a bad time whatsoever. But yeah, I still remember that 32:56 that I did at ESA, which I did some D-Rust runs of, and I thought, oh yeah, I can beat it. I have like some things that I did wrong. No, I kept doing every section perfectly and still losing time. I was just flabbergasted, shall we say. But yeah, that is, I'm not going to say too much here. Shoutouts to Riker for teaching me some of these strats. Shoutouts to Zanky for just being an insane runner. And of course, I will say here, shoutouts to Neptunoleum, who used to be the moderator for the leaderboards and just verifying everything. He's currently not, we don't know where he is just now, but if you're out there, Neptunoleum, thank you for everything, and we hope to hear from you again. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I think that's the end for me. I need to donate $100, so I'll just pass it back to Calliope for some last messages. But yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Sure. Thank you so much, Paulister. Yeah, and before we go into the next intermission, Paulister, there's an important question from chat, which is, where's the sloth?
Where's the sloth? Yes, indeed. The sloth is right there, watching me from the sidelines.
There you go. Sloth was on tech duty, making sure that nothing got unstuck.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you very much, Paulister, for the run. As I said, we'll be going into a short intermission, and we'll be back after the ads with Draco Dan, who's going to play Astro Boy Omega Factor. So stay around for that. I'll be seeing you in a few.
All right.